think today's like February 4th or something. Out with Richard this morning. I just walked up on this. Well, I can see it's got a little bit of tip missing, but otherwise it's all there, and I bet it's gonna be translucent material. But it's really cloudy out. There is absolutely no sun. Oh yeah, it's definitely some translucent stuff. Well, as Hook would say, awesome possum. See how good Richard is to me? He even brings me lunch sometimes. It's pretty good chicken too. But some guys will do to find an arrowhead. The regular boat with the jet prop is down getting the work done. So you got the little bitty old boat. River so shallow right here, having to huck fin our way through it. Well, it's warmed up a little bit on a completely different gravel bar, of course. I'm never on. I mean, even some of them big ones only take a couple hours. But look at this right here. I'm afraid it's gonna have some tip missing, which is a shame because it looks like translucent material. Oh, thank you, Great Spirit. You know what I've always said? Thank you, Great Spirit. Oh yeah, I knew it was translucent. Look at that. Man, that's a crying shame right there. Just that little bit of tip gone. Man. Dang. So close to being a killer. Yeah, why I've always said. Someone else, Calvin, he started thanking the Great Spirit in his videos. And that's cool. I mean, we all adapt things from each other. That's what family does, you know. And that's how I consider a lot of fellow YouTubers, family, friends. Look at that glow. And I told him I'd explain it one day on film, but I'm not a biblical person. I'm a spiritual person. And there's a lot of different reasons for that. I mean, growing up, I went to a lot of different churches. My grandma, she'd go to any church. It didn't matter. Just as long as she was at church. So all that mattered to her. And had to read the Bible a couple times. Even CCD classes and stuff like that. And all that good stuff. But as I got older and studying a lot of historical Native American things, you know, that's what my ancestors were. Extremely spiritual people. Everything is alive. Everything is in connection some way. There's a ripple effect to everything. Me picking up this arrowhead, me making this video, anything I've ever said, good or bad, there's a ripple effect. Check this out. Laying right down here in the water. Ain't that cool? Man, that is a beautiful. I gotta switch hands. Piece of Just City shirt right there. Oh boy. Oh, dang, let me get up here. Oh, that's a. Oh. It's hard to tell if that. I mean, I know there's a little bit missing right there. Sorry, it's not focusing in, is it? There it goes. Not very light out here, though. Man, that is a beautiful, beautiful arrowhead now. God, I love our Jesse church. Awesome. Thank you, Great Spirit. It's getting cold out here.
It is getting cold. Look way down there deep. Up here too.
Way down there deep.
I'll look at this because I think I hit this. You can almost see what I did. Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow.
Look at that side notch.
Man, that thing's like 4 freaking inches.
Hey, you know what? I thought I hit it, but
I don't think so.
I don't think I did. Man, there I didn't have my camera on it again. Some things never change. And then in the same shovel, look right here. Oh, it's a little stubby. But it's a full one too.
Yeah.
2 at one time. Back to the wiggle pick I go.
Right below all these monster fire rocks.
It's at about 4 feet at where I hit them at right there.
Believe this.
OMG, I'm sure.
That one he pulled that clump out of, he busted up the clump.
And 2 more. Look at that one. Oh
Or
my goodness.
He had a cache of right side shallow notches.
Unbelievable.
And they had an older broken point stashed with them.
Can you believe that, Brooksy?
That's crazy.
What a day.
That's cool as can be.
That's nuts.
It's his lucky day.
We still didn't get that whole clump undone. I thought I better look one more time to where that clump was.
Point.
There's the 5th one and a shovel.
1 shovel full.
1 shovel full. Let me just look around.
Yeah, I was saying, bears.
I think that's got to be it.
Finger through that dirt.
That's got to be it. Oh my goodness. What a crazy deal. Yeah, right by that big rock. You always look for them rock features.
Yep.
Jiminy.
So you had all these other big rocks here, and we're pretty sure these 2 were actually stacked purposely.
Right on top.
Yep.
Well, that's a nice son of a gun.
Can you believe this guy?
Oh my gosh.
Can you believe this guy?
This is right at the bottom of my shovel. I'll get this one here first. Look how long that
Another
baby.
rice.
Look at the size of that.
They're all freaking big rice.
But that ain't the one I'm excited about.
Oh,
look at the tip on that one. Oh my
gosh.
goodness.
Look at that one. That is so ugly. Those are so ugly.
What kind of rice is that?
Those are ugly. They're so ugly.
He's getting jelly on me. That's crazy.
Man.
What a day.
7 freaking points in 1 catch.
In one little place. Unbelievable.
Man.
Man, oh man, I'm glad you were here to share it with me today.
Oh, me too.
Oh my gosh.
Me too. Man.
Yeah.
Is that the one I get to keep?
I might have been acting stupider than I already am.
Your Grace. Well,
I can just zoom on it.
Cleaning my dirt out. And
look at there.
That was in my hole.
That's a nice little rice.
Not as big as yours, but at least it's nice.
That's a nice one though. Perfect.
On Rice Ridge. This sand's tough.
It's all gonna work in that muddy stuff like that.
It's all wet. Well, one thing's for sure. February ain't rocked too well. But this is February here. Just a little hodgepodge, everything thrown together. As you've seen, one day out with Hook, we was out in the boat. He found that Etley, and I found this Apple Creek. I'll have to throw a picture up because it won't show as good as translucent as it is. Just missing that little bit of tip. Just a little bit of tip. And then I'd found these 2. This little bitty guy here. Missing just a little bit of that shoulder right there. And this little scraper doodad tool. Little big guy. It's not uniface either. And then let's see. Oh, then we had a day went to Snake Land. And this big broken Schneider's. That come off of a big classic broken Schneider's. And then this funky work down Schneider's here. You can see right there's a notch and ear. There's some killer flaking on it. And, oh yeah, I had this turtleback scraper. This thing. It's got some outer cortex on it right here. Really rough outer cortex. That right there, just show you a lot of times Just City Church really rough on the outer cobble part. Hopefully you can see all that little bitty secondary edge work. They even got it going inside that little dip right there. It's about as classic turtleback as you get. Uniface. And I had a day in the creek. Throwed this one up. Shame it's missing a tip though. See that vein of quartz, Druce quartz running in it right there. Awesome piece of Just City Church. And there's broken Adena. Some kind of little serious pooter. A big old hole in it. It's all quartz sized up. It's actually full of little bitty quartz pockets. Preform. It's a nice color to it though. And then had this little guy here. Oh, shame its tip's missing. And another all translucent point with the tip missing. And then the last there, you seen Hook and his killer cache as a rice. Boy, that was an exciting moment. And what's crazy about most of the time when you find a cache like that, sometimes you don't really realize you have a cache yet. But it come out of all of one little bitty area. You could have took like a 1 gallon bucket and shoved the dirt and the points all together inside that amount of space. And they were probably actually stacked on top of each other. Then we went back the next day for a couple hours and I found this little rice. That's typical right there. 2.5 inches. That's a typical rice. 2.5, 3 inches, not no 4 inches. Well, hopefully March will be a little better. It is winter, but not too bad for Missouri, except we were like soaked to the bone, but not as bad as Tennessee and some other places that are flooding like crazy. Well, if you get out to hunt, hope you find a stellar point in your path. Later.